What's up, guys? Look, unfortunately tonight I'm going to have to record a video that I really wish I didn't have to make. Apart from the fact that I was going to take today off, it is bad news, as you can probably guess from the title of the video. Before I get stuck into it though, you know the drill by now. I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. Please drop a like on the video, even though it's not a very likeable topic. And of course, do hit that subscribe button. We are also being brought to you with thanks to Oosh Giveaways, the home of competitions. You can win cars, cash, tech, holidays, or even all-important football packages and tickets, including our beloved Liverpool Football Club. Join the over 100,000 members that Oosh already have, and you never know, you may just be their next big winner. You can get yourself 10% off any of the entries at oosh.com by using the Anfield Agenda referral code AA10. And all the streams are broadcast live on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, just so you know there's no shenanigans. And one of their ball machines that they use for the draws is even called Divock. So there you go. Scan the QR code, bottom right hand corner, and that will bring you to oosh.com. Right, my friends, as I said, I wish I didn't have to be making this video tonight. I wish the news was better. So we're all aware that Virgil van Dijk went off at halftime in the last game, and we wondered first, was it tactical or was it a precaution? And Jurgen Klopp said it was a precaution because he felt something slight in his hamstring and that he'd have to go have a scan. As is always the case, or seems to always be the case, these scans never produce good news for us, do they? And that continues right now because, unfortunately, I have to say to you that Virgil van Dijk is going to be ruled out for what looks like the next 6 to 7 weeks. That's not the news we want to hear. I mean, if we're taking Dominic King from the Mail, Dominic King said Virgil van Dijk is facing a race to be fit for Liverpool's Champions League clash with Real Madrid due to the unexpected severity of his damaged hamstring. Immediately, I just look for people to blame in these scenarios because, like everybody else, I want to lash out when I'm frustrated. Is it the extra minutes in the travel of the World Cup? Is it his age? I don't know. Was he overplayed? I don't know. But I tell you what I do know is this is a huge knock for us in our hopes and ambitions to get back into those Champions League places. Ibrahim Konate is an able deputy, despite the fact that, you know, he didn't have a very good game in a recent game. I do think that he's more than good enough to be a leader in that defence. But after that, we're down to Joel Matip, who was, again, a top-notch defender. But if one of those two are down, or one of those two needs to be rested and rotated, I can't say with any clean conscience that I'd be comfortable with Joe Gomez coming in to play at centre-back. He has quite simply been shocking since he signed his new contract extension. He'd one good game against Manchester City, but since then it's been just abject performance after abject performance. And I can't, well, I don't need to overstate to you guys how big a miss Virgil van Dijk is going to be for a very, very important part of the season, but we just don't seem to get any run of luck at the minute. You know, every player that seems to feel something small, or it seems to be a precaution when they're taken off or they pull up in training, we then wait for the news. And I don't know if it's just me, but it never seems to be good news. I don't remember many times where we've heard the results of a scan that have gone, oh no, there's absolutely nothing wrong, he'll be back playing straight away. It's usually the opposite. You know, we heard Diaz felt something small, then that something small turned into an operation, which turned into him being out to March. Jota, he's out till, well, I think he'll be back in a couple of weeks, but he's been out for a while. And the injuries just keep mounting up. And at a time where we're already being critical of our defence and those in front of them who aren't providing the cover, the loss of Virgil van Dijk is just going to make that even harder. For me, and look, I didn't think there was a way that I could even make an argument that we need a midfielder or a defensive midfielder even more, but right now, I would say, you know, taking into account what Jamie Carragher said the other day about us needing somebody in front of that back four, now we definitely have to go out in this January market and bring in a defensive midfielder. If nothing else, just to help out the back four. Now, of course, I want to know how you guys feel about all of this, and I'm imagining despair is the word that probably describes your feelings right now, unless you're an opposition fan and you're probably rubbing your hands together thinking, well, Virgil's out for them now. Big games coming up for Liverpool over the next 4 to 6 weeks. They could be out of the championship, or, well, we're definitely out of the title race, in my opinion. We could be out of the Champions League places or reckoning by the time this is over. You can't win a league in the first few months, but you can certainly lose a league in the first few months, and we've been inconsistent at best. So it just feels like everything is kind of going against us this season. And I don't mean that by decisions. I mean, just we're not getting much luck with injuries or, with players' form a lot of the time as well. And there's one thing, though, that has confused me lately. And that is why people seem to be going in on Pep Linders so much. I mean, just because he's possibly been given a little few extra duties or a little bit more of an impact into who signed or who isn't, I don't understand some of the hate towards Pep Linders that I'm seeing, but again, each to their own. Bringing it back to Verge, though, I mean, he's going to be frustrated himself, of course. He went away to the World Cup with the Netherlands. They performed reasonably well over there. And he brought his mate Cody Gakpo to the club. So it's a huge loss to us. I mean, if you're to pick out three players that you just can't afford to lose, you're talking Alisson, Van Dijk and Salah. And, we're down one of them for the next, I'm guessing 6 or so weeks, 6-7 weeks, because if Dominic King is saying that he's in a race to be fit for the Champions League clash at Real Madrid, that's first leg February 21st. So, we are sitting here now January the 4th. So what's that, 6-7 weeks away? And then you just worry about, is he being rushed back? Even if he is going to be declared fit for it, you certainly don't want him to be rushed back and then be out for the second leg. So Jurgen Klopp has some very difficult decisions to make. I don't see us going out into the market to bring in a defender, even though, you may have watched recent videos of mine, and I would say that after we bring in midfielders, I wouldn't mind adding another centre-back. Nat Phillips will most likely get extra minutes as well, and there's no harm in that. Long term, he certainly isn't the calibre that we need. So we are going to have to probably mix it up again with regards to the way that we play defensively. Will we continue to play the high line without Van Dijk being back there as a leader? I don't know, is the honest answer, but it petrifies me, and it's only going to provide more of an impetus to teams that we play against and instill more confidence in teams that we play against when they know that Virgil van Dijk isn't there. Now look, I know there would be people watching that will say Craigie hasn't been at his best anyway. That's fair enough, but just the presence of the man, just having him on the pitch, just calms people around him, and we aren't going to have that. I'm sure he'll still be around the club, of course. I'm sure he'll still be talking to the lads, but missing his presence, his leadership on the pitch, it's going to be very, very difficult. So yeah, the world seems to be against us at the minute, whether it be the fixtures or not the fixtures, the performances in the recent fixtures. We got away with it against Leicester. Those chickens came home to roost against Brentford, who deservedly beat us. And now we've got the FA Cup game coming up the weekend against Wolves, and then it's Brighton away, and as we've just seen, Brighton are a very good team. So I am frustrated, I am nervous, I am worried, but I want to know how you guys feel about it, because as always, this is a community channel. We want to know your thoughts on it. So yeah, that's it for me, and I'm sorry I don't have better news today. I don't really have any updates on any transfers with regards to incomings either, because I'm sure you're looking for positive signs on that. But if I don't have anything to say on it, I won't just make a video about it for the sake of it, unless it's Bellingham, because of course I'm going to keep making Bellingham videos because I'm obsessed with the idea of Liverpool having Jude Bellingham. But look, I'm going to call it a night, my friends. I wish I had better news. I'm sorry about it. Do drop a like on the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And again, scan the QR code bottom right hand corner to go to oosh.com and get 10% off any of the draws with the referral code AA10. Talk to you soon. Sorry about the news. Bye bye.